Since when do people watch video responses? Whoopsie daisy.
Now the story of two cousins studying abroad, and the one vlog that had no choice but to keep them all together. It's Cousinhood 2.0.
Hola, es lunes, and I am very excited because I get to teach English. Woo! And I thought it would just be like little things that I'd be doing like I've been doing in the past and I'm prepared for, but no. It's actually serious teaching, half-hour classes. Which, you know, is only half the class, less than half the class, but still. No, actually it's more than half the class. But I get to talk about the elections, which could be potentially problematic. Now, why might this be? Well, if you've watched any of Cousinhood before, you'll know why this might be a problem. Yeah. Okay, so I have to teach a half-hour class in the elections on Wednesday, and then 4 half-hour classes on the election on Friday. And I'm just all gonna be like, Sarah Palin equals Miss South Carolina.
Clearly, fame isn't everything.
Mrs. Palin.
Our new celebrity.
Well, the first ish is that I speak very idiosyncratically, as you know, Jean, because of my abruvs that aren't normal abruvs, they're just ridic abruvs. And the second ish is that I have an American accent, and apparently that's very difficult to understand, especially when you start talking with an American New Zealand accent. I hope I don't slip into that when I'm talking to them, because it might be confusing.
I think it should be, like, concerning for because there's a lot of kids that live around here.
I loved what you had to say about Harry, only what I've realized recently is that Harry Potter isn't the most illiterate books ever.
Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning?
Besides, like, I mean, I'm not including things like Gossip Girl. Those things are literal trash and I love it.
You think there's someone here who's worse than Dumbledore? Well, do you? Harry Potter?
You think there's something worse than Harry Potter? I do. I think Lord of the Rings is worse than Harry Potter.
Go on, Goyle.
Now before all you LOTR fans jump down my throat, listen up. I have to preface by saying it. I'm totally biased because Philip Pullman goes on mini rants against authors occasionally, particularly C.S. Lewis, but also to a certain extent J.R.R. Tolkien, because apparently his stories are very phallocentric.
I don't know what kind of grandpa dick you got, boy.
I gathered that there weren't as many, like, shades of characters in these books, because it was all either you're bad or you're good. There weren't as many, like, well, you're good, but you're jealous, or you're bad, but you had a rough childhood, you know, which HP, sadly, is full of. No one will ever understand how I can hate Harry Potter, the character, so much, how I can be so upset with the writing style, and how I can consistently read these books over and over and over again, more than, like, anyone I know has read them. And I can dress in Half-Blood Prince colors. I hate Sirius. I think he's the biggest jerk in the world. Like, all the good characters really piss me off. Especially Sirius. Like, how much more of a jerk can you get?
We got Sirius back, and he's pretty serious.
Punishment. You, my dear, have to act like Hank for an entire video. And this might be a good thing because we might actually be able to hear you.
If that's all you will be, you'll be a waste of time.